Hey guys, welcome back. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about my budget for August. So if you're brand new to the channel, welcome, first of all. But just to give you a little recap or explanation about what I do. So every month I come out with a budget video that's just me going over how I plan on spending my money for that month. You can do this weekly or bi-weekly depending on like how you get paid. I actually get paid twice a month, but I prefer to set a monthly budget. I just like doing it that way, but you can do it forever, like how far out you want to. I also do what's called a zero-based budget, which means by the end of the month, my checking account is at zero because I use all of my money and I put emphasis on use versus spend. Because I feel like spend is more like frivolous type things, but I have a purpose for every dollar that's in my account. Sure, I could spend it, but I can also save it or invest it, those type of things. So just having a plan for my money. So that being said, again, welcome and let's get started. So first at 28% is housing. So for me, my housing includes my rent and energy and phone bill. And interestingly enough, this month, my phone bill is significantly lower than other months. So I use Visible, that's my phone plan. And last year I made a video all about Visible and why I like it. You can go back and watch it. But I like them because it's like $40 a month for unlimited calls and texts as well as data, and it's only $40 a month. And I made that video, and there's a referral link if you use the link in that video. Like I get a commission. I don't know if you call it that, but I get money basically if someone signs up for Visible using that link. And months later, somebody actually signed up for Visible using my link. And instead of paying $40, I'm only going to pay $5 in the month of August. So I just thought that was so cool. That's the first time that I know of that anyone's ever used one of my referral links. So when I got the email, I was like, oh, this is so cool. So yes, if anyone else wants to sign up, go check out that video and please use my link so that this can keep happening because it's a really cool feeling. But yeah, so that's my housing, and that is 28% of my take-home pay. Did I mention before? This is my take-home pay. But yeah. Next is living, and that's at 16%. So for me, that includes food, shopping, gas, or like car type related expenses, household items, shampoo, toilet paper, stuff like that. As well as I'm changing it this month, I'm also adding subscriptions under living. I'm doing that because my subscriptions have always been like 1% of my budget, and it was just like such a small percentage that I just decided to include that with living. So I think I'm going to make that change moving forward as well. But that's living, and that's at 16%. Next is therapy. That's at 3%. I made a video talking about like how I pay for therapy. If you want to go check that out, but that's 3%. Next is beauty. That's at 4%. I'm sorry, I don't know why I made that face. But that's at 4%. So for me, that includes things like hair. Recently got my hair done. Leave a comment down below if you like it. Also, like I get my nails and like I get a pedicure once a month. So that's included in beauty. Next is investing. That's at 2%. So that's just me putting money towards a Roth IRA. Next is tithes, and that's at 10%. I made a whole video going over why I choose to tithe while I'm in debt and while I have other financial goals. So if you want to check that video out, please do so. Next is sinking funds. That is 6%. I also have a video explaining what sinking funds are and how I do mine. Next is a buffer that is 3%. So a buffer is just like planning for the unknown, basically planning for any expenses that may pop up throughout the month. In the month of June, I got my car towed. So that was definitely an unexpected expense. So that's one reason why it's good to have a buffer, because you never know what can happen. Next at 4% is car maintenance. And you may, if you watch all my videos, then you may remember this from last month. I also had that same bucket for car maintenance. I know this is wrong. I didn't get my car fixed. I told y'all about like the SERP belt, SERP belt, and how I needed to get that fixed. I still haven't done it. I didn't do it because I wasn't thinking about it. And I just never like made the time to make the appointment. And I also didn't want to pay the money to get it fixed, if I'm being completely honest. I don't want to pay for that. I know that it's important. I just don't want to pay for it. But that's a mistake on my part, because that's a part of having a car. You have to maintain it, and don't let like a $400 problem turn into like a $5,000 issue because you didn't want to pay for something up front, and now you're paying even more in the long run. So I need to take my own advice and get that fixed in August. So it's just annoying having to pay for stuff like that. Like as an adult, it's just annoying to have to pay for things that aren't fun. And you know, like, yes, okay, of course I have to pay rent, and of course I have to pay for like food and stuff, but I don't know, like if your car needs new tires or something, that's not a fun thing. Like I don't want to have to pay for that, but I know that I need to pay for that. So I guess I'll pay for it. Now, if my budget for September comes out and that still is not paid for, call me out on it. But for real, I'll get it done in August. Okay. Next is treat yourself. That is at 2%. That is just like permission for me to splurge. And if you've ever wondered, like, yes, I have my like shopping money and then also treat yourself. For me, shopping is like, I noticed that I have a really old pair of shoes that needs to be replaced. So it's just time to replace a pair of shoes. That is like a need that I'll go shop for. But treat yourself is just like I'm out and about and I see a pair of shoes. I'm like, oh, those are nice. I want those for myself. Emphasis on want. So shopping is like just things throughout the month that I would need to buy. And then treat yourself is truly just like a splurge. So things you don't need, you just want. So that's what the treat yourself is. And I put out like a little bit of money for treat yourself just so that like I always have like these big financial goals, and sometimes I get so like tunnel vision on them that I don't do anything nice for myself. So I started having treat yourself so that I can treat myself and like just give myself permission to do something small, because it's not a lot of money, but something nice for myself. And some months I honestly don't even use that money. I've started using it though, but some months I don't. Hey guys, future me, I'm editing and I realized that I forgot to budget. I'm not sure how this happened, but I forgot to talk about gifts. So next month in September, I have some friends who have birthdays. So I'm budgeting to get those gifts this month. So that's going to be 2%. And then also in August, I'm traveling. So that's my my next budget that I forgot about. So that's at 2%. Me and my family are going on a trip somewhere. So I've actually already paid for the trip. That budget is more so like when we get there, eating out, souvenirs, that type of thing. So budgeting 2% for that. Okay, back to the video. And last but not least, at 21% is my house fund, saving up for a house. That is pretty big. That's pretty close to the housing money that I've allocated. So 21% is a pretty big part of my budget. Hopefully, I'm able to commit to that and actually do the 21%. I have started looking for homes already. I haven't found anything yet. Spoiler alert. But those videos will be coming out soon of me like going through the house search and the house process, finding a lender and all those things. But while I'm still looking, I'm still also saving because I mean, it can't hurt, right? You know, it can only help in this situation. So I'm still saving until I no longer need to. And by no longer need to, I mean when I finally get a house. Hopefully that can actually happen this year because, again, spoiler alert, it is competitive out there. Really competitive. So that's my budget for August. I can't believe it's already August. Like the year is more than halfway through. Like we'll be in fall soon. Like it's 2021 is going by really fast. But that being said, I hope that August is going to be a good financial month for me. It's going to be a good financial month for you. We will be prosperous. We will meet our goals. You know, like we're going. Sorry. Does anyone still say that? Anyway, but yes, August will be a good month. So thank you for watching. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Leave some comments down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And I'll see you next time. Bye.